Hey guys, welcome to the Cobra's Den. Now I put out a little photo of this setup here probably about 3 or 4 days ago, and a little short, and it was basically saying I was going to do a video about these Marvel trading coins from 2023. Now I was waiting because I was still missing just the one there to complete the whole of the green set. So here it is, it's arrived, and now we can do the video. So first of all, let's find out how they come and what they are. They come in a box, which is made of cardboard, and they are by Mint, which is actually part of Niue. So there we go, New Zealand Mint, and the people, or the thing they're calling it for these types of trading coins is just Mint. As you open it up, there is an absolutely beautiful wooden box. So we'll turn that around, and you take the box out, which is very shiny, which for the price of it, it should be. And you open it up, and you're given a booklet first. And the booklet is going to tell you exactly what you could get inside. So the greens here are all the different types you can get. There are 10 cards to each colour, and the greens are a mintage of only 250. So in themselves, pretty rare, but they're the common ones as such. Then orange, and these are all the different orange ones you can get, with a mintage of only 150, and they call that the uncommon mintage. Then as you go on, the colour's red, and that is scarce mintage with only 50 of each coin in the world. So now we're getting into the heavy stuff. The purple, or the blue rather. Now these are a mintage of only 30. So each of these cards, there are only 30 in the world. And then the purples. These are purple on the border with a gold gilding, still 1 ounce silver, but the mintage on these, ultra rare, is 20 each. And then the finale, mythic mintage, only 10 of them, and it is a quarter gold, and in this case has the Avengers sign on it. So that's what you could get. And what happens is you get 2 coins in there. The one on the left will always be a common or a green, and the one on the right could be anything. So for instance, they come in these pouches, and you could have, it would be like that, and let's say this one. And again, you do not know what you're going to get into in a box. It would literally be a surprise, and that is the thrill of how the Mint have made these. So what most people are doing is they'll get it, they'll open up their green first, and they'll go, yeah, you've got a green, right, which they know is coming. And then they open up this side, and this is the one they hope is going to be the gold, or even the gold gilded. And in this case, as we saw, because I put it in there, it's a red. So there you go. So that's how these bits work. So what does it cost for one box? Well, the New Zealand Mint released them on their site at $300 US at the time of release. Now they pre-warn you that they're going to release them, which is great. But if you try and buy them directly from the site, they sell out in minutes. And I mean minutes. I believe, off the top of my head, the Marvel sold out in 8 minutes. There was a box set that was brought out after this, which was the DC, and they sold out in less than 5 minutes. I was sitting on the actual website of Niue, ready at Australian time to buy it, or New Zealand time to buy it, and failed miserably. So then you have to buy it on the secondary market. Well, not secondary as such, but maybe dealers, because they will give, they will get an allowance from Niue of how many they can have. And then the price goes up drastically. So if you're in with the next in line, say of a dealer, you may pick them up for $350 or $380. If you go on eBay, they're immediately up to $550 or $600. And they are immensely expensive to get, but people are buying them and they're going mad for them. And the reason is you'll make your money back. So for instance, any of these greens here would sell, I'll do it back in pounds now, would sell for easily between 180 and 220 to 250 pounds. The orange ones there would easily sell for 220 to 300 pounds. And this red one here would easily sell for 500 to 600 pounds. So therefore, if you're picking up a box of Marvel for maybe 350 to 400 pounds, 2 cards will probably get you it back if you know where to sell them, and you can sell them, let's say on eBay, because you have to remember you need good feedback so that people will trust you and you can sell them. But they are worth money. Now, do they hold their money? Well, the first set of trading coins that came out from the New Zealand Mint was Star Wars. The gold quarter ounce, one of them sold for 25,000 and the others were there. So there was 10. The Marvel sets came out and the golds sold for, I believe, between 5,000 and 12,000 pounds. So there's money in that. And this is why people go for these box sets, because one, you're pretty much covered in the cards you get. I say cards, they're coins. They are actual coins. So for instance, this one here, it is 1 ounce of silver. As you can see there, number 30 of 50. And when you turn it round, it is a Niue coin. So they are coins, so trading coins. I keep saying cards because I'm used to, I don't know, Magic the Gathering and all that sort of stuff, which were cards. But this is the same principle. And if we look at those previous cards, like Pokemon cards and all that lot, how much are some of them worth? So these are the first sets that are coming out of these type of things, and they are worth money. So the big thing with these is that there's a massive adrenaline rush when you open that box of what you're going to have. Now, do I advise everyone to run out and get these because they're going to be worth a fortune? Absolutely not. There's 2 reasons. One, I love them and I will buy them. And with the DCs, I think I've bought 10 boxes and I'm waiting for them to arrive. So that's like, well, I paid more than $300 per box because obviously I didn't get it when the Mint released it. I probably paid 4,000 to 5,000 for those 10 boxes. So £400 to £500 a box. It's a lot of money to invest, especially if you want to collect the complete coloured sets. So for the average person, no, I wouldn't say it's worth buying. But if you wanted to buy 1 box or 2 boxes and you had the means to move the coins afterwards, as in you had a good reputation on eBay and all that lot, absolutely, you will get more than, I would say, more than your money back for what you paid for the box. Or if you paid a high amount on the box, you'd probably break even. If you lost a little bit, I'd be surprised, but it can happen, I suppose. Now, where is the market for these at the moment? Well, America is a massive market for these. The UK, not so much, but this is why I'm doing this video, to show you what's out there and show you what's going on. I do believe out of the Star Wars and the Marvel, maybe the DC, I haven't seen them yet, that over time, some of these coins with the low mintages that they have will be worth a hell of a lot of money. That's a personal opinion. That is not a fact. And I don't want you to take it as that. In the same token, if you look at some of the DC ones, some of the characters I don't even recognise. So would I be after them? Not really. So I guess it depends on what characters you get and which ones are well known and how long Marvel or DC or Star Wars is going to be popular for. So if Star Wars is highly popular or Marvel's highly popular now, it may not be in 5 years. I think it will be. But you know what I'm trying to say. 10 years down the line, will anyone be watching Star Wars anymore? Probably, but maybe not. And if not, what are they worth then? So it can change like anything. Look at the Hulk. That was the coin I wanted right in the beginning when I opened my first box, and I actually got it straight away. And probably one of the coins which you'd get a bit more money for because it is a well-known character. So let's complete the set now. There it is. That was ordered from America. And it did cost me, or it came from Australia maybe, I'm not even sure. It did cost me £215. So that goes to show they do sell for that amount. And what I'm going to do during this whole video, I've probably done some already now, is I'm going to put up in the corner some of the prices that these sell for so that we can see what they actually go for. And there it is. That is the last one I've been waiting for. And it is number 80, I believe, of 250, Black Panther. So I'm really chuffed. There's the back. I'm really chuffed to have completed 2 colours. Now, if we worked out what I paid for it to what it's worth now, well, let's have a look. I bought probably 3 boxes of the Marvels at quite a cheap price, at about $300. And then I filled in the gaps of what I needed. No, maybe more, maybe 4 or 5 at 300, 350, something like that. So there's a good, well, let me get the calculator and we'll work it all out. So let's say 5 boxes at $350. I'll average them out in case I've paid a bit more for 1 or 2. That gives me $1,750. And then I had to buy 5 green cards at, I'd say, an average of £200 per card, which means that's another 1,000. So 2,750 divided by 1.23, just to put it into pounds, £1,422.76. That's what it's cost me to get all those greens there. What could I get for it now if I sold it? Well, straight up, if I just sold that individually at £200 per coin, which I could get, I would get £2,000 for that straight off the bat. Because I've got the whole set, will it give me any more money? Not sure, maybe. You know, if someone would be willing to pay another £250, £300 because it's a whole set in one go, that would give me £2,300. And that is a profit of £922. But don't forget, in that same token, I got 5 oranges or 4 oranges and 1 red there. So the red being worth £600 approximately, and I will put stuff up there to show you, that gives me a load of profit on top there. So I've got another 600 there. And then I would have had 4 oranges, which go for, let's say the cheapest price of £250. That's another £1,000 there. So in total, for all of these, I would have a profit of approximately £2,500. Is it worth it? If you've got the money to invest, it is. But if you haven't, I don't know. Let's take a closer look at some of these. And if I can afterwards find them for sale on eBay, we'll be able to see how much they're worth. But right there are all the greens. And we'll take a closer look because I think they look amazing. So the first coin in the green set is the Black Panther. And again, beautiful, 80 out of 250. So even when they say it's limited mintage, which it is limited mintage, I think that is very limited. An absolute class. 250 in the whole world. So you imagine if there's one person trying to get a set and he can't find one of these because someone's had one box and just kept hold of that, that person's going to pay for it. Number 244 out of 250. And it is Black Widow. Not so common unless you watch Marvel a lot. You might not have known that. Would that card be as much as a Black Panther? Probably not. Next one we all know. Mr. Oh, nearly cracked case. Mr. Captain America. Number 129 out of 250. And it's a great collection. And I'm really, and again, you should never do this, never get so attached to anything, but I'm really like, do I want to get rid of these? Captain Marvel. 103, I believe, is it? Yep, 103 out of 250. And again, all of these 1 ounce 999 fine silver. Absolutely beautiful. And then we have Doctor Strange. Doing a load of face reveals there, though you've all seen my face. I just don't like it when I'm wearing my glasses, looking all intelligent. But there you go. Number 149 out of 250, Doctor Strange. And so here's the benefit. You don't have to be picking up the really expensive purple ones. You can have a complete set by just picking up the greens. This one here, Hawkeye, number 33 of 250. And can you imagine if someone wanted all the number ones of these? That would cost a fortune. One of my favourite characters, the Hulk, 104 of 250. And Iron Man, 25 of 250. That's quite a low one there, which is good, I suppose, in trading figures. Spider-Man, one of the most popular ones out of the Marvel coins that came out, the round coins, went up in price massively. So this is 154 of 250. And the final green in the set is Thor. I have actually taken care of the gentleman that plays Thor. So that's quite a nice card for me. Okay, so that's all the greens. Now, did they make the oranges exactly the same? No, they didn't. They made it a completely separate set, which is really, really good. So let's take a quick look at them. And again, I will put out the figures that I can find of how much these are selling for. And you can make your own judgment of whether you think this new type of trading coin is worth having a little look at. So we start, and I didn't know who this was first off, but I did find out. I have actually watched it, but it's Ant-Man, 91 of 150. And so again, as we say, when we say green and orange border and purple later on, or blue, and the red ones, which are rare, that's what we mean, is the colour on the border around the coin. And then we have Drax the Destroyer. Now, I believe this is out of Marvel Universe, and I don't know much about Drax. I haven't really seen it, but 87 out of 150. Now, we've dropped the amount of mintage by going on to the orange of only 150 of each of these coins, which I think is highly impressive. Falcon is the next one, 68 of 150. And then we have Gamora. And again, you big followers of Marvel will probably know these names a lot better than I do. I don't know who Gamora is. Oh, these are the wrong way around, so I'll take this one first. Now, this is a favourite of the Stacked Collector and a few of the others, and it's Groot. And 138 of 150 on Groot. And again, this is what I mean. These will appeal to individual people who like particular characters, or they can appeal to Marvel fans, or they can appeal to collectors of silver. This one here, Rocket Raccoon. So there is a wide, and this is what I like about it, there's a wide audience of collectors. You've really opened up the market with these. Scarlet Witch here, 88 of 150. Which means that if you have to sell these at some point, there are different markets you can hit, which gives you a bigger audience to sell. And here we have Star-Lord. Again, don't know many of these. Number 19 of 150, so that's pretty good. And as I say, this might be out of the galactic universe of Marvel. And over here we have the Wasp, 13 of 150. Again, nice low number out of the mintage there. And then last but not least, these were out of actual order here, but Vision. So they're the two sets I've got out of them. And we will also look at, as I say, once I've done the video, then I'll look these up and see what I can find. Here we have the Winter Soldier, and this is a mintage of only 50. So extremely low mintage, and yet that is not, you know, this is a scarce mintage, what they call a scarce mintage. It's not the super rare ones or the mythical ones, where there's only 10 of them in the whole world. But that there, we'll have a look, but I reckon £500 to £600 easily. So there you go. That's the Marvels, and that's the box sets that came out there. Remembering Star Wars was the first that came out, and DC only recently came out. And I will show you a quick bit of DC up there to show you what the boxes are going for now. Again, remembering they sold for $300 each originally from the mint, and what they're selling for now. And you'll be amazed at the prices of unopened boxes, what people are getting for them. So I've got 10 of those boxes coming in, some from America, some from Asia, all over the place. And I will do a live unboxing. I don't know of how many. I don't know whether I should put a couple in my auction. Let me know if you're in the UK and you're in my auction and you have an interest in buying 1 or 2 boxes. Otherwise, I'll break them all live on my channel, and we can see whether I got some of the super rare DC coins in there. Guys, I hope this has brought you another perspective of what's out there now in silver coins and silver pieces, rather than just what we normally stick to if we're stacking of standard Britannias and all that sort of stuff. There is so much more out there, and the whole world is changing in the way they collect. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with any other method of stacking or collecting, and it is what you feel is right for yourself. There is no advice or what they call it, financial knowledge that I'm giving you here. I'm just letting you know what's out there and showing you something a little bit special in what I see. So there you go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like, share and subscribe. And if you've watched till this long, you obviously like Marvel. This is the Cobra Stacker signing out of the Cobra's Den.